Hi and welcome. This is Angel Messages with Elena, and I am Elena. Thank you for joining me. I am getting a little late getting these out. I ended up being a volunteer at a Wild Hearts horse rescue here in Tucson and been taking care of babies. So I really I apologize for the lateness and tardiness. However, Angel Messages does transcend time and space. So no matter when you look at this, view this, that there will be something that you can take from this in your journey. So we are looking at the fourth week of April, starting April 29th through May 5th. That is the ending of the opening. April is about the opening, and going into May, which is Maya, which means giving permission. The goddess is giving permission. So you're going to see a lot of emotional miracle things coming into May. So this is Mountain Moon Day on April 29th, and it is about our soul. And this is the third eye. And it affects our hearing to physical and tangible sight. So those things that we're coming into seeing. Right, no more seeing is believing. Now we're seeing it with our physical eyes, and we're like, wow, you can't really miss that. So your ray is the solar plexus. That is about being able to feel, and to also to have that power within us that becomes like light. So it's interesting how we have a couple of chakras that really resonate with that. And then also this is a planning day. If you have watched, and if you have not, please go to manifesting through the days of the week. Monday is about the planning and how to manifest, and you make your list and you put it all together on Monday, and then you do different actions and different verbiage in order to manifest for Sunday. And I've been doing this for 2 weeks, and now things are manifesting like within 24 hours. So definitely want to look into that video. It is worth the price of gold for that, and I'm giving it to you free. So April 29th is about the 10 of abundance. And this is that your blessings have been provided by heaven. Your family members are bonded and working together. So it's time to enjoy life, and everything is being taken care of. Your family is provided for. One day you'll be able to retire, right? If you become a manifestor, you can really retire soon. You've taught the family of grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. I love this card. It has so much love in it. This card is also associated with the month of December, and December is the 10th fire, and just with the little hoofing, and it becomes a blaze. So December is about the different things to our chakras and being an everlasting light and igniting into a full functioning person. And also the gifts that God has given us, the gifts that divine has given to us. Those are all about December. And remember, there is a female to December to Christmas, which is the Christmas Eve, or the Eve of Christmas. And then we have Eve's New Year also in December. And what I've learned too, that New Year means also a birthday. Then we have the helper of thought also that came to the surface. This is about an action to that thought. So definitely into Monday, into manifesting, is that your life is about to start to move very fast. Events seem to be on hold suddenly, require your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. So this is about getting into the details, not into the details of how things are coming to you, but sending out the details, asking the angels what you're wanting, how you want it. Be big when you manifest. I can't explain it enough that if you think small, you're gonna get small. If you think big, you're gonna get big. Also, be picky. So just don't put, oh, I want money. Just put, I want $2,000 a month. and see what the angels will do for you. And if you're requesting or wanting to be put together with a relationship, well, describe that relationship in your manifesting. Be detailed. This person is also somebody who's coming into your life that is going to be quick and is going to be moving, and this person is confident and courageous, and that is into the month of October, and October is the 8th bear. So 8 is about abundance, and then the bear is looking to the bear as their inner strength, and also looking into the times in our time cycles. Monday is also about the moon, and we're coming into the new moon, which is right now into wisdom. So when we get to an age that as we grow older, we get wisdom, but so is, the days of every month we have wisdom, and then we come into the new beginning and the new rebirth. And not only are we to address the moon cycles, but also to the life cycles to Earth and the natural patterns and how things are going awry, but they're getting put back together. So then we have the white buffalo calf woman has come to the surface, and she is about reverence. So when we give reverence to acknowledgement for self-confidence to ourselves, or we give reverence to divine, we don't do enough for divine, I don't think, because a lot of people is like, well, there's a source. It could be universe, it could be galaxy, it could be all those things. But to me personally, I know God speaks to me, and they're not just spirits. I know God, does speak to me, and I have reverence towards God. And in order to do the manifesting, you have to acknowledge God, and not just a universal thing, because something is really big and beautiful that is coming. She is also about the month of December, and December again is about those gifts. It is about igniting our chakras. So we have something to look forward to, not into just the daily readings, but also into the month of December and how beautiful that is. Then we have Green Tara. So Green Tara means star, and she's about salvation. She says that those who help themselves can help, but there is a person who is coming to bring our salvation. If there wasn't, then why is there physical death, and why is there cancer? If people are called to be gods, well, why isn't there peace already, right? Why isn't there all these things? And it's not just about free choice. It's because there's not a leader out there who is standing firm on those things to bring us into the salvation. So I do believe that there is a person coming. And she's also about April, and it's about opening up. It's about the emergence, and then the tending to it. So it's like, putting the fertilizer and water on it and watching it bloom. We watch it in May, how that comes into the blooming. Then we have Mama Kila, and she is the moon. So it's interesting how the moon card did come on Monday of the moon day. So this is a time to reflect. Manifesting Monday. It's a time to reflect to things how far you have come, congratulate yourself, and what more do you want? So, this is an action day, so you need to write these down. You need to do a visual board. She's also into the month of August, and August has been known to give back to the soothsayers and to the oracles, because we are the ones who look at the signs. Maybe not all of them, but I certainly do. Look at the signs of where we're coming from, where we're going. And it's really important to know those cycles so you know what's coming and what's happening. Because that's how God relates to us. And that, there wouldn't be prophecies if we, for people, I believe a lot more people were more perfection informed until, many years into this. Because it's the turning away, but we're turning back. So I've always said it is our past that is going to be actually our savior. So kind of look into the things that God has brought you through different things, and keep moving forward. And what else do you want? Address your life path, address your heart desire and your truth. And I usually put in the truth, heart's desire, and life path. When you every week add one thing that you can add to truth, one thing you can add for heart's desire, one thing that you can add towards your divine life path, because some people just kind of miss it and just go to life path. But you're going to get burned out if you don't have your heart's desire, and people are not going to acknowledge what kind of person you are if you have no truth. April 30th is Tuesday, is Children's Day. So it's about the twos and the heal, the powerful force within us. It's women, children, our temple, our bodies. It is also about the crown, the knowledge through the lips, and the heart, which is the miracle. It's like our generation, or the generator of love. It magnifies. So what comes to the table today is the Ace of Thought. So whenever you see an ace, a number one card, it tells you something about a new beginning, that something is new that's coming to the table, that's being started. So if you manifested on Monday, then Tuesday would definitely be like the start of the manifesting. So this angel, this cherub, they're so much fun, is congratulating you to this brilliant new idea, because manifesting has a lot of thought to it. And it's truly inspired. They're acknowledging that it's important to communicate clearly today and throughout, thoroughly with others who are involved in this implementation of an idea. If it is something that you are working by yourself, have some accountability with it and share it with somebody. Don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. Just do some course corrections and continue on to the plan. So the Ace of Cherub is also about September, which is this the seventh fire. Is a ninth month, which is 9 is truth and completion, but the 7 is being on our path and on our journey, and how there's like divine rules. In number 7 is about path, it's about setting sail. So I think it's really cool. And then when you stay onto your course, you're giving it fire, you're amplifying that thought process to continue through. And then coming to the table, we have Mary of Miracles. So maybe it's an idea that is just like, whoa, where did that come from? Well, because Mary, which in Arabic is like kind of the Miriam, it's the heal, the Shekinah, the glory of God. It's that reflection process that Mary reflects. It's definitely a title that was given to all the women of the time. Clear back in the beginning, when before like written word was written, it was given as a name that was spoken and had so much power to it. And it comes on Tuesday, which is a very powerful day. It's a very empowerment day. She also comes into, the miracles. Our heart is our miracle. And my heart's so hot right now. It is about using that love to really generate, to bring healing to others. So this idea that's coming to can really enhance our society and where it's going. So definitely keep on with that. And then she's also assigned to August, which is about, I bet you didn't know that she was an oracle too, because the oracle, the Ark of the Covenant, was put before the oracle. So, and the Holy of Holies is the limbic region of our brain, is the pineal gland. And then it would be the oracle, and then the Ark of the Covenant would be like right in front. So, so all these combined is what is going to ignite and get us our life force of all of these chakras started. So I think that's really cool. And then we have Morgan. And she is about death, the magic. She's about things of the past that has died away into coming into being miracle workers, magical people, divinators. Even in the Bible, I think it was Joshua, even Moses was told to gather all the diviners together. because diviners are a little bit different than miracle workers. So you may be called to be a miracle worker because, you know, if Mary is coming to the table, she was taught how to turn water into wine. She asked her son, and her son showed her, and that's just an implied thing of something that was shown me. So you can be the miracle worker in your project today. This is also assigned to September, which is the 7th fire, right? On your journey, it's being amplified. And then we have independence of Lilith. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Jesus, when you take the word apart, is Jesus, all right? Or I don't know how you pronounce it in French, but the J-E is the, and then Sus. But if you add an A, it's Susa, which is Lily. So we're bringing all right back to Lilith. No more is she being demonized. She was demonized because didn't want people to come too soon before the time for the Savior. But now Savior is going to start to on fire for this independence. We can have independence in this world to be a complete person. She is also assigned to July, which is awesome. And July is about becoming a rebel and rising up for independence. Then we come into May 1st and Happy May Day. This is the first fruits day, and this was given to me 40 days before this happened. It was a count to Omer for a storm that was coming into the Midwest. And so God told me to start counting the Omer, even though it's not even close to the Omer. But so May 1st was asking permission. It's the first day to ask God permission to do things and to give something in return. It's an exchange for knowledge. So that's how we come up with money. I'll give you this if you give me this. So it's also about family, speaking, and putting it into words, into an energy that reflects out. And then the soul, again, is the third eye. So it goes into the hearing, those who have the ear to hear and the eyes to see. And this is a celebration card. So I really love this card because it's just like, there's celebration. Wonderful time of your life. You're going to see a lot more difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is the star that you have wished upon. So I love Disney's, the stars that you wish, but even in the Christmas tree, and it's actually alchemy to our bodies, and then the star on top is the wish that's coming true through this star. A star is here. And I did write in my other YouTube about the 7 stars of Revelation, which is the 7 stars to our chakras, to the menorah stands. And I'm not even Jewish. Okay, so the timing is right to make a long-term plan, also for a joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. So this is beautiful. And then allow your heart to bloom all around you. When you do that, it changes your environment. It brings healing to other people. Also, March is about the things that are kind of like that had died and are dead and going away. And it's being able to release all the negative stuff so that you can open up and bloom. And then we have Sophia. And Sophia is divine wisdom. One of the houses that Jesus went to was the Sophia's house before he went through his trials and his testing. So Sophia comes and lets you know what wisdom is, and this is the great time to ask for wisdom. And she's also assigned to December. I really love that most of these signs are really related to the different months for different particular times. December, and also Spider Woman is too. So the Spider Woman is about weaving and putting things together. It's about not so much if you're a creator and you are a weaver, a quilter, a sewer, a tailor, but also that you're creating and she's also a part of the December. So all of these things, the Sophia, the miracles of Maria, Mary, they're all coming for a specific reason, for completion and for your gift, the gift of God, through not only the son but also the daughter. Then we have Persephone, an inexperience card. So a lot of people, they kind of say, I don't have that kind of experience to do the things that I want to do. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. And you may be the one who changes everything for the world. So don't let inexperience hold you back. She says to move on and to keep going after it. Keep learning so that you can. And take that action initiative today to do it. She's assigned to the month of October, right? Knowing what the signs are, that you have this inner strength within you. You can do this. May 2nd is our Blessing Living Water Day. It's Thursday. The water is quenched. So now we're walking into the blessing that knowledge is coming to you and is actually making sense. It is again about our soul, the third eye region, and also a miracle into our heart. Now this one comes again into the open your heart. So this could be a romance that is developing, or something that your heart's desire is coming to the surface, and you're being joined together to your heart's desire. So no matter if it's a relationship, or it could be an adoption, it could be a promotion, something to do with another person who is helping you into your heart's desire, to climbing the ladder, to climbing into your journey, helping you up step by step. Again, allow your heart to bloom all around you. It says you waited so long for this emotionally fulfilling experience. So make your choices by listening to your heart. Trust your heart, okay? Then follow the steps you are guided to take. The angels are helping you all this way. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. So if you're worried about health, gosh, I even had a card about it the other day, is to pray for health, for for the horse rescues, for the orphan that was taken care of, for this horse that was so undernourished, we wasn't sure if her baby would even be healthy, but also for people, all these things, and things are working out beautifully. We are in the process right now of our body's healing. So if you're not working on yourself, start spiritually, because it's the joining of the spirit within the body that is going to give you healing. So just to know, it's happening. So get ready. Oh, and then open your heart. The number 6 card. 6 is about love and it's about life, but also it's about February. And February is about love and giving cards out for other people, recognition of loving. So, definitely love and support somebody today. And then also we have the president's birthdays, and all of these presidents were leaders. So just remember, it's also a leadership day. So Bronwyn comes into forgiveness, right? Because when we open up your hearts, sometimes we have like something that's holding us back and blocked. So just, even if that person's not around anymore, just say out loud, I forgive you of all these things known and unknown. I forgive you from the depths of my heart, and I release this. So simple, but you can do it. And just kind of believe in that and breathe and blow it out. That's, it will release it from your body, and your body will continue to heal. And Bronwyn is also part of February. So love on yourself and give yourself some credits. You've come such a long way. Don't let anything hold you back of things from the past, things that have hurt, because we're taking you to a whole different dimension, so to speak, of if you could only see what I can see, heaven on earth is coming, and it's beautiful. So I want everyone to be a part of that. Okay, so that is Bronwyn. And then we have this beautiful goddess, And she's about the past. I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not even going to try. But I love how she has so much pinks. Her card is the number 36 card, and the 3-6 is all divisible by 3. And we have like the 369, 963, 6, I think 639, which are 3 of the chakras that is within us. She is, telling you to look at the past, to learn from it, see the past as accurately as you can. Don't make it bigger or worse than what it is, because that's not going to help you. Look at it for what it is. Learn from it and move on. And we're to learn from our mistakes. We're to learn from our ancestors' mistakes and make things bigger and better, not worse. Okay, just kind of remember that. September is assigned to her, and she is the 9th month, which is our truth and completion, but is also about abundance and getting that fired to enlarge the abundance into that manifestation. So then we have Yuzumi. Sometimes we're just going to have to laugh at our past. I've been through so much in my own past, and sometimes it's hard to laugh, but I just look at the blessings that I have come so far. I am outliving my dad right now. He died at 42. My mother will have died in 54, and I'm 4 years from that. So I can enjoy life. I'm not supposed to look at their lives like, oh, that was such a waste. They died so young. I'm supposed to enjoy this life. God wants us to enjoy our life. So it's really getting past to be healed from grief as well, so that we can have joy. The 396 is about the root system, but it brings us joy, exceedingly great joy. She is also about December. So yeah, there's miracles, there's wisdom, and there's joy in December. It's so beautiful. So May 3rd, that's what today is the day that is about purifying. And manifesting is using salt, vinegar, water to cleanse yourself, and then to anoint yourself with oils, part of alchemy. So it is also about your heart. It's also about your crown. So it's like we're coming into a bridge, basically. So we're coming on the downhill. And we have the 3 of action. I just love this, because as a boy, a child, we're all considered to be like children to God. And, this child is just like, what do I do with this? Do I go and sail it? Do I go and, just sit by and look at it? I do believe that we're called to use our gifts. So don't let something hold you back from going on your journey. And things are working out beautifully. So if you are kind of sitting, just to know that this is about that things are working out, to trust and be assured. Your ship has come in. So if you're thinking that I'm just sitting here, you are actually doing something. You are actually doing something if you have some kind of thought. And it's time to decide what your next big project is. So if you haven't done anything for a while, or you've been doing so much and you take a little rest, there's something else that you're going to be doing. It says, and you may choose to continue to build upon your success, or to move on to something completely different. So you have a choice of what to make, or you could do both. Be willing to travel if necessary. So make that idea to go and decision, that choice to do something. You can do it. So April is about opening up, right? It's about the emergence, about the seeds coming through and how we're growing. So we have Esther, or Easter, who comes in, and she's where Easter comes in, the new dawn. I did a painting in the back. This one over here is the dawning of a new day, and that is what Easter's about. It's about new beginnings. It's about this journey that's taking you is a whole new beginning. Each day that we wake up to, we have the chance to do something different, something new. There's no more going to be setbacks because we have a new day to do something new. It's about March again, working through some of the things of the past if we haven't worked through it, and to know it's a new beginning. So this is a great time. If you are struggling with addictions or alcoholism or anything, or codependency, this is a great day to actually break from it. And then we have Hestia, and she is about home. She comes in as the domestic goddess, kind of like the goddess of Juno, of June, who comes in and she sweeps everything. She polishes everything. She does all the nesting. She's getting ready for family to come. This is how we work on our own self, getting all the cobwebs out of our own hearts and out of our minds, and how to speak. I may not have been able to do that before, but now she's coming in and she's sweeping out all those cobwebs. She's making everything new. So this could be that you're having kids come in. It could be a family reunion that is on the verge. And it also means that you can have the possibility of somebody new or a stranger, new friendships, or people from the past coming in. I do believe in reincarnation. So sometimes I see that as someone who has been reincarnated, either as a soulmate, or a past life kind of thing. I've met so many people in my past, in past lives, and I'm just like, wow, that was kind of weird. So just kind of know there's going to be weird things that could happen on May 3rd. May 4th is about Daughter Day. It's about sitting and returning God, returning a Lord to the many thousands of Israel, is how everything is set. It's in the Bible, it tells you how these women sat as well. And sitting is an act of also of royalty. It's not just of pondering or anything, but this is how they are the reflection. So you don't just say, oh, this is the Queen Rebecca. No, she sat. And she did not stand up for somebody who came into her, because she was the royalty. So it's about also our soul, the third eye chakra, and our root system, which is assigned to Rachel, who is the daughter. She's a ewe, she's a female sheep. So we have a card that come up upside down, and it's a happy change. It's the card is a number 10 card as well, which is a very powerful leadership card and a completion to a rebirth or a new beginning. But it's upside down, and I did a video on this, that it's a good change. But how I kind of see it, if there wasn't going to be a change, that there was going to be like no change or a block. But as I was doing the reading, it wasn't. It's like stillness. It's like reflection. It's, kind of like how Saturday is supposed to be all the things that God has done for you. But I kind of also see it as silence. Silence of the Lambs kind of came up, and it's not the movie, but it's really how when the sheep are being taken care of and watered, right, they follow their shepherd. But when that shepherd or shepherdess dies, they're quiet. They don't bleat. They don't complain. They just continue on. So I'm kind of wondering if there's going to be like a major change in leadership or a death of the leader. So just kind of realize that this today is more of a general reading for the globe, for the world. So this happy change could also have you being more still and reflective to God, and that this is time for admiration, praise, and thanksgiving. The happy change is also about February, our leadership. That's why I'm like, this is about leadership. Something is going to happen with that. But there's great love that's behind it and in the center of it. And then we have Epona, which is, she's the horse lordess. And she's about the wise leadership. She's also about the 14 card, which is in Matthew 1. It talks about the generation of the 14, which is all of us today that is looking out and seeing all these beautiful signs. She's assigned to the month of April, and April is about opening up and emerging. So something new is emerging. So keep your eyes out for that. Then we have Aphrodite that comes to the table. She's the number 2 card. So she's about divine feminine, into our power of love. And especially if you are a maiden woman, just to know that this is a card that talks about the love. And I think hot flashes is misdiagnosed. I really believe that is our hidden power of spirituality that's coming through, and that makes us hot. Because when I heal and when my stones are activated, I sweat profusely. And it's only when those things are done, and sometimes I sleep and I reflect some of this. So just to know, if you're an older woman, that is your power. And to use that power to change the world with love. And this is the month of January, where we look back from the past, stay in the present, in the awareness. That's where thankfulness, praiseworthy things to God, of the awareness that God is around us. But we can still look to the future, into our manifestations, into things that are coming. Beautiful things are coming. So then we have Rhea, which is about flow, the energetic flow within us, about emotions. And it's really, I think it's going to be a very emotional day for today, for May 4th. So 4 is about order as well. So there might be something with a disorder around us, but just to know that this is just part of the ebbs and flow of the tides. Right? It's okay. We're being loved right now, and we're being taken care of. So not to worry. Everything is in good measure. And then Rhea is assigned to the month of November. And November is the new fire, or the dove, which the dove is also represented by the Shekinah, the glory of God. That is the divine feminine on fire. And how we come from nothing, and how a miracle things have happened to bring us into a purity part, to bring us into abundance. And then we share that with Thanksgiving. May 5th, it's funny because usually May 5th is, we celebrate Mexico's Independence Day, but it's really about Beer Day. This day was actually formed for selling beer. So just kind of know that. But we could also pray for Mexico, right? This is the Sunday. This is actually the alchemy for gold. So if you're following the manifestation, there's a lot of actions there happening into the month, or today, as the soul day, which is all of our soul that is in within us, and as the sun, which illuminates. Sometimes it gets a little hot, but it will definitely illuminate your truth and your journey. This is about the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, and also about your solar plexus. And we have the two of that comes to the table. So this is a beautiful couple that has white flowers. The white roses is about innocence and purity. It says, your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. So maybe after the Saturday, maybe it was a little stunning for you. But to know that you have multiple options that you're reviewing, and you're unable to choose. So the angels are here to help you, to guide you. So just ask them what you need to, what kind of signs to help you get direction from. Or just listen to that inner voice. Listen to God and how God is going to speak to you. Deep down, you really know what to do, because we all do. And sometimes it's just like, well, I'll go and do it. If it's not going to happen, you will get another door that closes. So then do it a different way. So this is a day about creativity. So September is assigned to this card. So it's the 7th ember, and but also the 9, which is about the truth. And truth is what we stand on, and what makes us people and gives us credibility. She's assigned to the month of July, which is about independence, and sometimes we're rebels. And then we have Skull, she's about the future, and that everything that you're doing today is going to be a reflection to your future and to your manifestation. And she's also assigned to November, the new fire, the dove fire, the Shekinah, the glory of God that is catching fire. And then we had the Mama Kocha, which is water. Water again is like Rhea, it is flowing and it is ebbing, and this is a great time to get unblocked. Maybe there's some issues that you're working through that is emotional, and take some time to grieve if you need to grieve, but to know that grief should only be a little while, because our bodies really can't handle that. But this is a great day to ask for healing, and that the divine will heal you today. So thank you for watching, and I will be putting up all of May 2019, hopefully by this weekend. So that will look at each week for the review, and then I will start putting up the weeklies again. So thank you for joining me, and please subscribe, like, and share.